This movie is a 1 out of 10. I am getting straight to the point. I don't want to waste your guys' time, so if you're looking for a clear answer of whether to watch this or not, there you go. But if you're still not convinced, or if you just want to hear me talk about the movie a little bit more, keep watching. So, this new Texas Chainsaw movie is clearly following in the success of Halloween, except with Halloween, you can tell that there's some care being handled with that franchise, and here they are just winging it. With Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's actually kind of funny because this is like the fourth time this franchise has been rebooted. It's pretty clear that we're never going to get a good movie from this franchise ever again, but it's pretty impressive how with every release, at least after the 2003 version, they've just been getting progressively worse and worse. I honestly don't know who is responsible for this movie being such dog shit because it is bad in almost all departments. The directing, the acting, the writing, the editing, the makeup, it's all just fucking garbage. I am getting a little ahead of myself, so I guess we should just backtrack and just explain what this movie's about. So the plot of this new Texas Chainsaw Massacre is you have this group of teens who go to this old town that they're trying to gentrify. What they don't know is that Leatherface and his caretaker, we'll call her, they live in this town and they are now being forced to move out. Anyways, this causes the caretaker to have like a seizure, and then on the way taking her to the hospital, she ends up dying, and Leatherface starts his murder spree. That is the plot in a nutshell. There's not really that much to explain because it is a very short movie and it is a slasher, so you already know what to expect. The writers of this movie tried to connect with Gen Z, and they do this by including like Instagram Live, and this isn't a spoiler, but the main character played by Elsie Fisher survived this school shooting, which is supposed to give her some sort of depth and PTSD from having already survived one massacre, and it was just so poorly done. God, this movie is so bad that I'm just like losing my whole train of thought. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Just everything about this movie is so bad, and it's just not worth watching. Of course, this is a horror movie, so we gotta talk about the kills. If you think this movie is like Halloween Kills, where the plot really lacks, but the kills are up there and gruesome and flashy, and they almost make up for the movie, they don't here. I mean, I guess you can say that there is a big kill count in this movie, but as you saw in the trailer, most of those happen on a bus, which is just one scene where the editing is just really bad. You just see body parts flying. He's got people up in the air with this chainsaw, and just felt really silly, and it just looked awful. There's this one scene where this guy is filming Leatherface like basically run a chainsaw through him, and you can see the live chat just keep going, and it's such a stupid scene, but it's also just fucking hilarious. They also just completely ruin Leatherface in this movie too. He's clearly supposed to be a Michael Myers copycat, and they show this by him having this insane amount of strength. He's like a bullet sponge basically, and he is nowhere near as terrifying as the original 1974 Leatherface. Also, they bring back the Sally character from the original film. She's not played by the same actress. The same actress passed away in 2014. Instead, she's played by a new actress who I can't pronounce her name, but I did see her in Mandy, and she was very good in that. I only say that because she has nothing to do here, and she's just a boring character. If you're expecting this showdown to be anything like Laurie Strode and Michael Myers, you're going to be greatly disappointed. Even if you're like a diehard fan of the original film, I don't think this confrontation is something that pays off very well. In fact, I think it's very insulting the way they handle this whole thing. I guess I shouldn't say more just to avoid spoilers, but just know that This is a showdown that is not going to deliver. You're also going to see a lot of shots in this movie that are going to be taken as paying homage to the original, but in reality, those shots or scenes are just so forced in because of the lack of good writing in this film. The only good thing I can say about this movie is that it's one of those it's so bad it's good movies. So if you watch this with a group of friends with the intention of laughing, I think you guys are gonna have a great time. Unfortunately for me, I watched it like at 3 in the morning by myself, so I suffered. I guess because they shot this movie during COVID might explain why some of the aspects in the production design were so bad, but that doesn't make up for the writing or directing, so I think this movie would have came out bad either way. But anyways, I think that's all I have to say about this movie. It's not very good, but you guys can watch it if you want. Thank you guys for watching if you stuck all the way through. This is normally the part where I would give it my rating, but as you guys already know, this movie is a 1 out of 10. Let me know what you thought about the movie in the comments. And other than that, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and see ya.